In this video we're going to unbox the iPhone 6s Plus, and I've bought the 128GB space grey version. Now my previous phone, well, let's just say this is going to be a bit of an upgrade. This is a 16GB iPhone 5s. So this is basically going to be an unboxing and my first impressions of this phone, and I'm really excited. So I'll just show you a quick bit around the box. So iPhone 6s Plus at the side, Apple logo, some information at the back, and we have one of the new live wallpapers that are based on live photos. So that's pretty much what the box looks like. So let's get inside and take a look. So I like to keep the cellophane on the box just to keep that clean in case I ever want to sell it, but it's going to be a long time before I sell this. Now let's get this open. Wow. Oh wow, I'm really excited by this. This is amazing. Let's have a look at this phone. This is actually, you know what, I've been reading a lot of things about this phone being heavier than the iPhone 6 Plus. I mean, in terms of weight, do you know what? There's not a lot in it. There's not a lot between this and my 5S. You can definitely feel it's a bit heavier, but that's comfortably light. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put that down to one side a second. So let's see what else we have in the box. It's pretty standard fare nowadays. The usual things we're probably going to have in here. This to open the SIM card tray. There are some instructions, and we also have the Apple stickers as you usually get, and inside we have Apple EarPods, lightning cable, and because I'm in the UK, 3-pin adapter. Right, that stuff's boring. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at this. Wow, okay, let's get the cellophane off. Listen to that sound. Oh, I'm very excited by this. Right, here we go. Cool. This is very nice. So let's just take a look around the phone. It's obviously going to be exactly the same as the original 6 Plus. Power button at the side. Everything's in its standard place. And because I live in Europe, not in the USA, I have all this information still etched on the back. It doesn't look great. I think they've taken it off on the US models. So let's turn it on, see what happens. Okay, well, I'm not German, so hopefully it gives me an option for English. Excellent. Okay, I need to put my SIM card in, so I'm just going to get the pin to do that. Let's just get my SIM card. Which way around? Can't even remember. There we go. So it takes exactly the same SIM as all the other iPhones, back down to I think the 5. So you won't need to get a new SIM card if you're upgrading from that. Okay, it wants me to connect to a Wi-Fi, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, now my phone's activated. Now what I will say is, I mean, look at the size of my thumbs. On my 5S, my thumb covered about 4 letters on the keyboard, and typing on this, especially if you've got quite chubby fingers, this is going to be so much easier. So let's go through the setup process so you can see what that's like. So you can enable location services, and you can set up Touch ID, which I will do now, and then speed through it in this video. Okay, now it's asking if I want to restore from an iTunes or iCloud backup or set up as a new phone. Now I'm going to restore it from an iTunes backup, and here's why. If you are upgrading your iPhone and there's certain information you want to transfer across, i.e. health kit data, then what you need to do is use iTunes to create an encrypted backup of your old phone, so it will definitely transfer onto this new phone. If you try and use iCloud backup, then that won't transfer. So there's just a little tip when you do upgrade your phone. That's what you need to do. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll just come back with my first impressions. Okay, so I've finished the setup process, and now what I'll do is just go through my first impressions of the phone. Now, as I was setting it up, it asked me to set up Touch ID, and I'm going to show you just how quick it is. My mind is blown as to how good Touch ID is. So I'm going to clock the phone, right? Definitely off. What I'm going to do with my thumb is press the button. That's it. You don't need to keep your thumb there for a second. You just press it and that's it. And to even prove to you, I have got a passcode lock on this. I'm going to use this finger, which I haven't set up. It just says try again. That is amazing. Look at this. Press it. Boom. And we're done. I mean, wow. That is quick. And that's going to make Apple Pay really, really effective to use and really quick and convenient. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I've never had a phone that operates in landscape mode, so that's pretty cool. Just to let you know that the restoring from iTunes just takes a few minutes to do, and it's really simple. And it worked really effectively to the point where it's put all of my apps back on. Even to the point where all the apps I had open on my other phone were loaded up straight away. So that was pretty amazing. It's just like your old phone, but on your new phone. It's great. So obviously, I just want to take a quick look at a couple of features. I've shown you Touch ID. Let's have a look at 3D Touch. Now, the first time I used it, I didn't do it properly. What I ended up doing was holding down an icon, and then they will start shaking to delete apps, which is not what you're supposed to do. You just go for it. You just press it, a bit of force on it, and there we go. I get a new message. Now, it's mainly Apple apps that are working with this at the moment, but there are some third-party ones. For example, Dropbox. I'm still installing that at the moment. It's got a lot of apps to get through, but you're seeing in the App Store, the updates at the moment, they're starting to trickle in compatibility with 3D Touch. So I think it's going to be quite good. At the moment, it's just like it's a technology for the future. So will I use it that often? Well, probably if I'm taking selfies. Look at that! Wow. So anyway, that's a very quick first impressions of 3D Touch. It just took me a moment to get used to how to force something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full review of this phone, probably in a few days' time, where I'll look at peak and pop and all that kind of stuff in more detail. But that's basically just a first impression. This phone is snappy. It's very snappy. It keeps asking me for my details because it's a new phone, but this is very, very quick, very responsive. Fantastic. Great stuff. Right, well, do you know what? I'm just going to finish this video. I just want to have a play around with the phone. What I'll do, as I said, in a few days, a full review. I'm going to do a camera test, and I'm going to review a case that I bought for it, a third-party case from Spigen. So that's my unboxing and first impressions video of the iPhone 6s Plus. If you found this video useful, and you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll be back probably in a few hours with my next video for this phone.